Hello! So here, example number 5 tayo para sa complex function. Right now, ang problem natin is about conformal mapping. So a very brief definition but it's not detailed that I can give you about a function being conformal is that if it preserves an angle locally. So let's say we have two subsets of group of points in a complex plane. Okay, and this, of course, I have here the imaginary and real axis. Also in here, imaginary and real axis. And we have, for example, two functions in our first subset that intersect each other. Now, this one is a conformal function if iminap natin yan papunta dito sa another subset. And for example, nagkaroon tayo dito ng kanilang intersect na naman. Kung yung angle daw natin, I will put red in here as our common point. Itong angle natin dito, which is measured by having a tangent line to these two set of function, and tawagin natin itong, let's say, alpha. Okay? Then tawagin natin itong set 1 and this 2 is set 2. Now, upon transformation from this plane up to this plane, meron din tayong angle which we call, let's say, alpha prime. And therefore, this is a transform version of say2. We will call it say2 prime. This one is say1 prime. If this angle is preserved, okay, from the intersection point after the transformation, then we say our function is a conformal function. And we can do mapping from one subset to another subset. Actually, it is, for example, we are given f of say. We are actually having another set of, let's say, function w in the form of u as a function of x and y plus I v as a function of x and y. Actually, from our independent variable c and this function that is dependent to our c, we are mapping the point to a new location that is defined by a function w. All right, so a conformal function preserves angles locally. That is the very brief definition. And let us see an example. So conformal mapping example, determine the conformal map function that will map the unit disk, okay, circle with radius 1 to the right half plane. So here meron tayong given problem. We have a circle, okay, na meron daw radius na 1. So ito 'yon. Okay? And then these are the points of the circle. And because it has a radius of 1 or modulo of 1, so we have 1 in here, dito ay I, dito ay negative 1, and dito ay negative I. Yung center natin ngayon ay 0 because of the equation, because of this term. Okay, that is j minus a or j minus c sa ibang book, no? Which yung c ay nagre-represent ng center. Kung wala yang j minus c, okay, it means na 0 yung ating center. Okay? And then, ang sabi, ilipat daw natin lahat ng points na yan sa right half plane. Okay? So, what we will do is to get some transformation and then ipunin natin yung mga bits of transformation na yon to get the whole transformation function. So we have, for example, in here f of c, which is a unit disk, and I want to transform that one. At least the first step that I can do is to have the first transformation, and I will call that transformation f of 1z. So for us to transform a circle into line, we need to invert it. And the inversion will be in the form of 1 over c. But hindi natin pwede gamitin yung 1 over c dahil kasi ang mangyayari nun, ang center natin ay 0. We know that the circle does not pass through 0 kasi circle nga siya. No? So, pag yan ay nag-pass through 0, ibig sabihin line yan. So, we cannot use the transformation 1 over c. But maybe we can have one point in here, for example, itong 1, na magagawa kong infinity, then that will say na meron akong linya. So, let us have our 1, gagawin nating infinity. So, therefore, I will have the inverse function na 1 over, say, minus 1. Okay? What it will do, let's define yung mga function natin at these particular points. No? So, what will be our f1 of c? F1 of c, for example, given 0.1. No? So, this will be equivalent to infinity. Okay, because this will make the equation 1 over 0. So we know that there will be a line, no, na nagawa natin. Then let's evaluate naman yung I. So doon naman sa I natin, pag in-evaluate natin dito, makikita nyo na lalabas dyan is negative 1/2 minus 1/2 I. Okay? And then, pag in-evaluate natin naman yung negative 1 as another point ng circle natin, this will be equivalent to negative 1/2. And then, another point, yung plus natin dito is negative I. So, we will have negative 1/2 plus 1/2 I. So, yan yung mga makukuha natin. And if I'm trying to point that out, so meron tayong point dito, meron tayo ditong point, at meron din tayo ditong, negative lang pala yung mga yan, hindi 1. Okay, so we will have point in here. Okay. And then we will have also point in here. And then as well as in here. No. That will form a line, ano. Yan. Okay. So ngayon, nakabuo na tayo ng line. Paano naman at saan naman mapupunta talaga yung point? Alam ba natin kung pa sa side ba napunta yung mga set of points na nasa loob nito? Okay? Or sa kaliwa? So, piliin natin yung isang point na magsasabi na papunta tayo sa kaliwa o sa kanan. Maybe itong center, no, which is f of 0, f1 of 0 will be equivalent to negative 1 pag in-evaluate mo dito. So, therefore, yung aking point daw na nasa 0 kanina, okay, na-translate into, okay, from 0, na-translate papunta dito sa 1, no? Okay? Therefore, lahat ng point natin ngayon ay nandito sa plane natin na to, no? Okay, sa left side ng plane natin, nandun yung mga point na transform. And how much is this one na offset? So, that is negative 1/2, no, na etong point na to is negative 1/2 of the real axis. Therefore, etong point na to ay equivalent to 1/2 yung distance na yan, no? So, I need to transform this set of points papunta dito sa nakadikit na sa ating imaginary axis. So, ang transformation na pwede natin gawin dyan ay, I will have different color ngayon, red. So, meron akong F2 of C, another transformation. By this time, ang gagamitin ko naman ay yung akin na F1C, no? Kasi hindi mo na pwedeng gamitin to dahil na-transform na natin and may bago na tayong function actually. So, we will have F1 of C. So, paano ko siya ma-move lahat papunta sa kaliwa? So, by just adding a 1/2. No? Alright? So, ang mangyayari niyan, this will be our new set of points. Yan. But in here, nakikita natin no, na nasa right half plane. So, anong pwede natin gawin na transformation para mapunta sa right half plane? So, it's just an inversion no, na pwede natin gawin. Okay? And now, I will have my f of 3 transformation ng ating f of 2. And ang gagawin ko lang sa f of 2 ay i-invert ko lang, no? Okay? So that I will have my left, okay, side, ano nun, na plane natin mapunta sa right half plane. No? Nasa left half plane tayo ngayon. Okay? And this is our F2 of Z, no? So, yan. Mapupunta na tayo dito and sure na tayo na from a unit disk na convert na natin sa right half plane. Now, pwede na natin gawin kung ano yung overall transformation function. Let's start with f of 3 equivalent to minus 1 f of 2. But what is our f of 2? F of 2, f of 2c, no? That is f of 1c plus 1/2. So, yan, multiply lang natin na f of 1z plus 1/2. Okay? One step backward tayo. Si f of 1c is equivalent to a transformation na 1 over set minus 1. So, I have here 1, negative 1 times 1 over set minus 1 plus 1/2. Okay? This is now our f of 3c. Of course, we can do manipulation in here. As you can see, this will be equivalent to minus 1. So, manipulating this one is, meron tayong denominator na 2c minus 1. Therefore, sa numerator natin, kakaroon tayo ng 2 plus c minus 1. Okay? And further simplification, we will have in here a negative 1. Then, 1 plus z, no? Over 2 z minus 1. Okay? We can further simplify this one. Dito na lang tayo. Okay? So, I can move out yung aking 2. Magkakaroon ako dito ng 1/2. And then, 1 plus z minus 1. But, pwede ko pa rin itong gawa ng counting trick, no? Para mawala yung aking negative dito. So, pwede ko siyang i-multiply sa negative 1. Okay. All over 1. There is no change na mangyayari sa system natin. So, but right now, magkakaroon ako ng 1/2. Tapos, ang matitira dito sa magiging positive na rin itong sa taas ko, magiging say plus 1. Okay. And then dito sa baba, mamumultiply ko, magiging, sorry, no, let's retain this one as para magkaparehong tingnan. 1 plus set. Okay. This one, negative 1, multiply mo rito, magiging 1 minus set. Okay? So, our f of 3, try ko na nga to. Yan. And ito, medyo linisin natin. Yan. Okay, the transformation natin, no? Which is yung final natin na f of 3 as a function of c ay etong portion na to, no? Yan. Pag ginawa natin yan, sorry, medyo parang hindi na calibrated yung ano natin ng pangsulat. So pag ginawa natin yan, okay, sa unit disk, ang ating unit disk na may center sa 0 at radius na 1 ay mapupunta sa right half plane. So that is for conformal mapping, and that is my 5 example for complex numbers and function. Thank you.